Ooh, purdy. Nah, I don't think I better try to grow that. It's growing on its own. Pretty dark here. What do we have here? Potatoes want to grow. Might have to start another experiment. Hello folks. I think I mentioned in my status video a while back, a few days ago, that I was running out of things to do in here. So I don't have any experiments going. A couple little plants left over that I didn't have room to put outside. So I went looking in my kitchen just to see if anything was growing. And I found these potatoes. They're starting to rot, but they're also starting to grow. So I don't know what my chances are with this, but I'm going to give it a shot because I really don't have anything else going. Well, there was that one pretty powder blue science experiment I found in the refrigerator, but I think I'll stick with something a little more traditional. Basically what I'm going to do this as easy as possible. Now I could take a potato like this. It's got an eye over here and one over here and one over here and one over here, and I could cut that up and try to make a bunch of different plantings out of it. Instead, I'm just going to take that whole thing and stick it in a pot of dirt. This one here, stick that in a pot of dirt. This one's got a couple eyes, mostly concentrated at the top. We'll stick that in a pot of dirt. This one I could slice down the middle, but we'll stick that one in a pot of dirt. And then the same thing with this guy over here. And then I'm just going to take some dirt and cover over top of them. I'm not going to water them today because this dirt's pretty moist. So don't think I'll water them today. That'll probably just make them rot a little faster. And then we'll see what happens. So I will let you know what happens. I might wind up with 5 rotten potatoes. I might wind up with 5 potato plants. Who knows? We shall see. Okay, today is Monday, October 30th, 2017. And we're looking at potatoes growing. Remember that I planted 5 that were starting to grow in my kitchen. This one here is doing real good. This one I'm not seeing any signs. That one's probably rotting underneath there somewhere. And we have one or two shoots in this one, several shoots in this one, and again I don't really see anything in that last one. So 3 out of 5. I know, day before Halloween is not the best time to be planting potatoes, but they chose the timing. They started growing. I'm just trying to give them a chance. We'll see what happens. Let's check out the potato crop. Try to stay out of the light here. As you can see, I've moved outside. I've got potatoes growing about 6 inches tall in that middle pot. And a little tiny one there, a little tiny one there, and there's actually one coming up in that pot and one coming up in that pot. So it looks like I'm getting close to 100% germination on those potatoes that started growing in the kitchen. I'm looking around to see if I can see that turtle. She was just out here. Oh, there she is. Yeah, she's just out there a minute ago. My plan, I built this little 2x2 box, 6 inches tall. And I'm going to plant these potatoes in this, and they probably will die in a month or so because it's November, people. This ain't the time to be planting potatoes. If they manage to survive, my plan is to build several more of these 2x2 frames, and I'll just stack them one on top of the other. As I have to mound up the potatoes, I'll just add another tray or another frame and start filling it up with dirt. And at some point in time, we'll see if we manage to get anything. Let's sneak over and see Mrs. box turtle. I gave her some lettuce, but she doesn't seem interested. There she is. Hi, Mrs. Box Turtle. How you doing? She's out here just about every day. Haven't seen the male. Okay, there's the potatoes planted and watered in. Put the best one in the middle. There's one over there, one back in the corner, one you can hardly see in this corner, and one right here in this corner. Now, to be fair, I think that one there, I could smell some rot in the potato when I pulled it out of there. So we'll see if these things make it. Probably go ahead and upload this, and then I'll check back with a status report at some point in the future, hopefully not telling you that everything died and it was all a waste.